Today on Muddy Beards, I'm going to be installing these LED headlights from Amazon on my Jeep Cherokee XJ. Alright, well let's take a look at these headlights. So the box that they come in, it's a little mangled, that's because I already opened it, but the box they come in is, there's literally like no marking on it or anything like that. And the only branding I could find on the Amazon page when they were ordered is, it does say they're SXMA. That's the only branding I could see on these lights. They are a 5x7 inch CREE LED headlight. I'll definitely leave a description or a link in the description below. But let's go ahead and open these things and show you what they look like here. So, packaged fairly well. They're on their own, styrofoam and stuff. So let's take them out. So honestly, I really like the look of these. I do think they're kind of cool, and they got like that black smoked finish. When you first look at it, it seems to be made fairly well, packaged fairly well. It's got, film and stuff to protect the headlight. I don't see any like glue sticking out around the edges or anything like that. The wiring harness is a direct plug and play, which is nice. And then this is the wire that I believe that you can tap into your running lights, which I'll be doing. And it even has a little cap here for like an air vent, so these things don't fog up. And it's got like built-in heat sinks too, I'm assuming to keep them nice and cool. So honestly, just my first initial impression is they look like they're, fairly nice. So one of the things that does concern me, and maybe I'm pretty ignorant about the install on this, is that they do say they're kind of generic for Wrangler, XJ, I think it even said Toyota they might fit. So I don't see any like mounting brackets anywhere. So once I get the grill off and everything here, I'm going to take a look at what this takes to actually install into the Cherokee. So let's get started and put these things in. Alright, well the first thing I got to do is I got to take off this headlight bezel, and that's held in just with 2 screws that are right in the top here. All I got to do is unscrew them. So now I can remove this whole steel piece here, and the actual headlight just comes straight out. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it. Alright, well now with the new headlight, I want to make sure that I'm going to install it with the DOT SAE letters on top. And again, it's a nice connector. The connector is nice and heavy duty, and it actually pops just directly in, no problem. Okay, actually everything fits nice and perfect, but I want to actually go ahead and hook up the daytime running lights. One of the unique features about this headlight from some of the other ones that I've seen is it actually has these little LEDs on the side too for daytime running lights, which I'm going to have to use this one right here to actually splice into the running lights. So before I actually hook this thing up all the way and put it back in, I want to show you how I'm going to splice that in. Okay, so to hook up the daytime running light, actually I'm going to tap into this piece here, the corner marker. And what you need is just a test light, or I guess if you have wiring schematics, but you notice I have my blinker on right now, so the bulb is blinking. And so I want to be able to tap this daytime running light into one of these wires, but I want to tap it into the wire that remains a constant power. So I don't want the one that's blinking, otherwise when I hook this up, those actual running lights will blink whenever I turn a blinker on. So I'm going to just simply probe these, and if I probe this green wire, you notice that my test light is blinking. That means that is the power going to the actual blinker, whereas the brown wire stays solid. So the brown wire is actually the one that I'm going to want to tap into for my running light. Okay, with everything put back together, I'm going to go ahead and actually hook these lights up to make sure that my running lights and my blinkers are still working correctly. So look at that. So my running lights are on, and let's see if they continue to stay on even when the blinker's on. See, look at that. My blinkers are working, but these are still solid, so I guess they're hooked up right. So let's go ahead and put the rest of the light in, get it all installed, get my bezels back in, and everything put back together, and let's go test them out. Okay, well, installation is basically just the reverse of how I took it apart. You got to start off with this round bezel piece, stick the headlight in it, you can put it back in and redo those 4 screws. So I wanted to show you something. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but in order to make sure my headlight's adjusted right, you can actually still see the bare part of the metal. So I kind of have to push it over a little bit where the screw was, so that way I can make sure my headlight is aligned just like it used to be. So I'm actually going to get these things tight, and then I'll be able to put the plastic trim back around and then take a look at what this thing looks like at the end. So I wanted to do a quick in-cab view. It doesn't look that great because of course it's raining, but I got my headlights just shining on the white of my garage door here. It's not quite all the way dark. My driveway has a bit of a hill, so it's kind of hard to see, but you notice we get pretty good beam straight forward with a nice cutoff along the top and on the sides, but it's projecting out quite a bit there. And if I turn the brights on, I mean, it's significantly brighter. Like, that is actually incredibly bright. I could see that if I was out night wheeling or something, that would be super useful. And then no brights again. It's a really crisp, solid line all the way across. So it looks pretty good. Well, here they are, all installed. As you guys could see, you know, the different settings there between the low beams and the high beams. And, you know, I think that they actually shine pretty good. They got a good crisp color. They do have a pretty distinctive cutoff, but I know that a lot of LED headlights are that way. And again, I'm actually pretty darn impressed. I think these look good. I like the look of these better than some of the other styles that I've seen on Amazon. And, you know, one of the cool things about it is that, you know, these running lights here I think are kind of cool. And then just the normal LED rows like that, I think actually set this thing off pretty good. It doesn't look ridiculous. It doesn't look, you know, show Jeep. It just looks kind of cool, and I think it's going to be useful. You know, I don't normally drive this thing on the street, but, you know, you find yourself in a nighttime wheeling situation, it's going to be good to have some extra lights. So I think that I would say that I definitely recommend these. Again, I will leave a link in the description. Like I said, I like the way that they looked. They seem to be sealed really well. They seem to be, I love the harness. The wiring harness seemed bulky and good and clean, and I think the light shines pretty well on them, and they also look pretty cool. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the review on the headlights, and I hope it helps you guys make a choice when you go to purchase something off of Amazon. If you really liked the video, make sure you click the thumbs up. You should also click subscribe. Check out our channel. Check out some of the other stuff that's on there. We have a lot of really cool wheeling videos, how-to stuff, and fabrication stuff, and we'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. You can also check us out on social media. We have an Instagram and a Facebook, just Muddy Beards 4x4. And again, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you on the trail.